I know it's been a while since I've been on here doing a live. I'm going to give people just like a moment to come on. And I just want to tell about my experience that I actually just had. I actually had to speak this morning at the Osborn Correctional Facility in Somers, Connecticut, which is right outside of Springfield, Massachusetts. For myself, guys, it was a life-changing experience. Thank you so much for watching. But I just left the Osborn Correctional Facility in Somers, Connecticut. And I'm telling you guys, I spoke to all men. It was a male facility. And I'm like, oh Lord, what do I say? You know, I'm usually all prepared, but not only did it go well, they asked me to stay and speak. So I was already supposed to be on my way back home to North Carolina, but I actually, my phone's ringing, sorry. I came to Connecticut to speak at this all-male facility. And I promise you guys, it was phenomenal. It was amazing. I didn't even think I had anything else in me after the first morning session. Somebody keeps calling me, like they're very persistent. They're rude. But I just left these men, I promise you. They think I left them in awe. Oh, you was incarcerated there? Okay. So I know you guys got speakers in all the time. Well, I spoke and they were so impressed. They asked me to stay and speak to a whole nother group. The first group I spoke to was about 300 men. Second group was well over 100. Someone in here had my book. The counselor, the director of a certain program, actually reached out to me, and we finally were able to coordinate where I can come to Connecticut and speak. So, men, all I can say is we need y'all. We definitely need you all. It was an experience like none other before, because I've never been in jail. And for me, being on the inside, and I mean, I'm really on the inside. Like, I'm really seeing everything that goes on and how it works and what these men do and talking and sitting. There was one man that's been in here over 51 years, guys. There are men in there who are literally, hey brother-in-law, hey Sharif, that are literally running programs and changing lives, that are inmates. Like, it meant so much to me to be able to go and speak to the men and have something from God that they would be able to understand. I'm telling you, just to make a difference in these men's lives, the brothers who are ready to give up. And when you come and you speak something to them that most of them said they never heard before, it was, yeah, the sun is, it's lethal out here in Connecticut. But it was basically letting them know that there's a king in them. There's a king in them. And it was just, for me, it was just an awesome experience. If this person don't stop calling me, I ain't gonna call her out. But she's one of my stalkers. But yes, I came on for a week and I actually drove. I'm so tired. But I need to go home. But man, that experience 2 in a row was awesome for me. Awesome. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm telling you, if you're a man, I just want you to know that I love you. We love you. We women need you. And there's a king in you. And we need you to stand in your kingship and step up to the throne and walk in it, because you all are the backbones of our families. We as women, we are carrying things that we have no business carrying. And I'm not saying we can't do it, but there's days and times when we don't want to do it. You know? So as I told these men, I GPS'd it. I drove 803 miles to give them a word. And I know that I'm doing exactly what God told me to do. But it was just an experience like none other before. I speak always, but I've never spoke at a prison. And to get the opportunity to speak twice to get the opportunity to speak life to these men and to speak into somebody's husband, somebody's father, somebody's son, that meant so very much to me. And as I was getting ready this morning, I realized that today marks, even though it's not the date, which tomorrow is the actual date, but last year, Monday morning, I got a phone call that my own biological father passed away. So as I was getting ready this morning, I'm like, oh, not only did he pass away on this day, he was going into the prisons and he was speaking to the young men. So I literally did what it was, carried on the torch of what it was that he did. And that's a blessing, because he was on the other side. He understood what it was to go back and give back once he got on the outside. So that's such a blessing. But I want you all to know that there's a king in you, and that's not just for the men, but that's for the women too. Because in Genesis 1:26, God says that I made man and I made him in my image. He says that I gave him dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, or the fowl, every living thing that walks, breathes, whatever, the earth. So you have dominion. And if you're made in his image, who does that make you? That makes you a king. That makes you a queen, because you come from royalty. So if your daddy's a king, baby, you're royalty. And as I told them, a lot of people don't understand the royal hierarchy. The royal hierarchy is this: the king, the queen, is the Dutch, the duchess. Next is the prince and the princess. And after that, every single person that is related to them, hey, is royalty. So you are royalty. And God sent Jesus to earth to show us that we can live out this thing. Christ also said, Jesus the Christ says that greater works than I did shall you do. So if you're made in God's image, what does that make you? That makes you a God. If he sent Jesus as an example and he said greater works, why are we not walking in our greater works? I'm telling you, it was so awesome to open the eyes of people who don't even know who they are. My message was really, who are you? Are you walking in your royalty? Are you living in your royalty? Are you talking in your royalty? Or are you living beneath what's due you? Are you living beneath the privileges that are yours? They're yours. You're a royal heir. Are you acting like a royal heir? Are you acting like a king, or are you acting like a peasant? So I'm just so excited, because I know that I went and I literally touched people's lives when I went there. I went there thinking, okay, I'm going to be finished by no later than 10:30. I'm going to be back on the road. But they asked me, please, please, please stay. We have a whole nother group of men who didn't get the opportunity to come down. And we want what you said. They got to hear this. They got to hear this. There's people in here who are ready to take their lives today. There's people in here who don't even honestly know who they are. People associate us with who we are by our names. You've heard it. Oh, she's a Smith. Oh, she's a Jenkins. Oh, she's a Middleton. Oh, she's a this or that. You know those Jenkins, all they do is fight. You know this and that. She just like her daddy, because her daddy was a Smith, and those Smiths ain't this and ain't that. But no, who are you? Who are you really? Who are you? Once you know whose you are, then you know who you are. Then you start walking, if this girl calls me one more time, in your dominion. You start walking in your kingship. You start doing what it is. You find purpose, and you start doing what it is exactly that you came to earth to do. Because as I told them, before you left heaven and you came to earth, because you're a spiritual being but you're living a natural experience, there was an agreement that you made with God that you were coming to earth to do. Find out what it is, if you walked away from it, or if you just don't know, or if you've forgotten. There was an agreement, and we can't look at where we are, because we are walking in purpose. We're on a journey, and you hold the pen to your story. You're the author. So are you actually going to change your story? Where are you at in your story? Or do you like the way that your story's going? Because only you can change your story. You actually hold the pen. You have the authority to change your story. I can't change your story for you. But once you find out who you are and you find out your purpose and you begin to walk in it, oh, you will change your story. You'll start walking as royalty. You'll start talking as royalty. You'll start living like royalty. You will no longer live as a peasant. Let's think about this. there's all different types of birds, right? Do you see sparrows and pigeons hanging out with eagles? No, because eagles soar. Eagles even make love in the air. Everything they do is above the ground. Sparrows and pigeons don't rock out with eagles. They wasn't made to. So they can't do that. But I'm not saying that the sparrows and the pigeons, they don't have a metron that they have to look over and have dominion over either. But you have to know your purpose and stay in your lane and ride that one until the wheels fall off. I'm just so excited. I wish that there was no flash photography. There was no pictures. There was no, like, you have to get all these clearances to go in there. Like, there was none of that I can take into this prison. If you could just see these grown men and see their faces and hear the things and you know how grateful and appreciative and thankful they were that I was able, that God chose me to go in there and speak to them. That's huge. That's huge. And I drove. Most people know I don't be driving. Like, I be on the plane and stuff. But I drove up here 803 miles to Somers, Connecticut. Actually, I had to get off in Springfield, Mass. and turn back around and come up to the prison. Because it's on the Mass state line. Like, it was just huge. You never know. All it takes is one word to change someone's life. And women, we have to start speaking into our men and into their lives and let them know that it's okay for a moment to be weak. That's why you have your bosom, for them to lay on it, for them to rest for a moment. But they are kings. We are queens. Are we walking in it? Are you royalty, but you outside the courtyard and you playing with the servants and the peasants and everybody outside the courtyard? Or are you only hanging out with royalty, other people that are like you? You know the saying, you show me 5 broke people and you with them, you number what? 6. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Really think about that thing. Who are you? Am I walking in my I call it my queendom, but my kingship? Am I living in it? Am I talking like royalty? Am I acting like royalty? Am I living as royalty? Do I know what's due me, or I'm living beneath what is due me? I'm actually on, I gotta go. I gotta get Dennis back to school, LaShawn. I'm sorry. I'm real behind because I spoke twice instead of once. So, are we walking in our royalty, in our kingship? Oh, Lord, my phone is bugging out. I'm trying to drive. It's saying the sun is a little hot. And I'm tired. How about that? Maybe I need to take a nap before I hit the road. But we literally are living beneath what's due us. If I could just get so many more people to realize who they are, what they have access to. Because think about this, the Our Father prayer. Let thy will be done on heaven as in earth. You create your heaven while you're on earth. When you speak, you create. You got God in you, right? You're made in his image, right? When he spoke, he created the earth. Words have power. The Bible says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. So what are you speaking over your life? What are you thinking about? Whatever you think about, you bring about. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. What am I creating? What am I thinking? Have you thought yourself exactly to where you are? We have to ask ourselves that. Are we so focused on what we don't want to happen that we can't even see what is happening? Or what we really want to happen? Are you focusing on, I don't want this to happen, I don't want that to happen, I don't want this to happen? You're going to get it, because what you think about, you bring about. You got to see the end. You know the beginning, you're sitting in the beginning. But do you see the end result? Do you see the story? Do you see exactly where it is that you want to go? Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision, make it plain, so that he who reads it can run with it. Meaning your angels need to run with what's on the tablets of your heart. And it says, even if it tarries, Wait for it, because surely it's going to come. Even if it tarries, wait for it. Basically, that's telling you that God's word shall never return unto him void. Meaning you, because you are God too if you made in his image. So when you speak, you create. Wait for it. He's not a magician. He's not a genie. He's not a microwave. But it's going to happen. If you keep expecting the worst, you get the worst. You expect the best, you get the best. What are you expecting? What do you want? Have you really honestly thought about it? Do you realize that you have God's angels, your angels, that are working on your behalf, but most of your angels are unemployed because you ain't sending them out on assignments to change the atmosphere and do things for you? It's up to you. Change the atmosphere. Stop focusing on what you don't have and focus on what you want and where you're going. Do that. Focus on that and get there. Get there. Go there. You want a new car? Go to the lot. You ain't no just name it and claim it. You got to see yourself sitting in that car. You got to feel yourself in that car. And don't start off with something you know good and daggone well you cannot afford right now. You need to start off where you are and then build your faith and let it grow from that. Do you have a vision board? What's your vision for your life? What's your vision for your family's life? What is your vision? If you realize companies have a mission statement, a vision, and they have values, what is yours for your life? You are the CEO of your company. You are the CEO of your life. I'm telling you, we got to get in order. We got to take time out to get us back together. We have to redirect our thoughts, redirect our words. What are you speaking? Are you constantly saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, nothing good ever happens for me? Oh, they said I'm not this, they said I'm not that. Don't allow someone's opinion of you to become your reality. I'm going to say it again. Don't allow someone's opinion of you to become your reality. I'm going to unplug my phone. I'm driving. Yep. Don't allow someone's opinion of you to become your reality. What you think about, you bring about. Are you going to be comfortable or are you going to be courageous? Now, I think you need to be courageous so that you can live comfortable. But you're going to have to go through some things, baby, if you want some things. I think we all got this thing all messed up. Because when we kids, we think, oh, it's just fun, 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 fun. You go through some things. A lot of people, they want the glory, but they don't want the backstory. They don't want to write the story. And if you say, that's right, Kyle, if you say you're a kingdom citizen, you say you're living in a kingdom, right? Well, what kingdom are you living in? What are you putting out and what are you getting back? What do you believe that's due you? What do you believe that's owed you? What do you want? I think a lot of us, we don't even know what we want. I just want to be comfortable. Really? What's comfortable for you? I just want a good life. Really? I just want to be rich. Well, what's rich for you? Is rich just good health? Do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be a multimillionaire? Do you want to be a thousandaire? Do you want to be a billionaire? And if you want to be all of that, can you really handle it? Can you really handle it? Will you really be a good steward over it? What will you do with it when you get it? Or are you going to just sit and harbor it all? Keep it all. Keep it all. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out. Are you selfish? Are you a giver? What are you? What seeds are you sowing? What seeds are you going to sow when you get there? Do you know who you are? Do you really know who you are? And are you living beneath your privileges and what's due you? A lot of people are. A lot of people are. And you got to know that every season of your life, everybody can't go with you. And that's okay. It's okay. I read something before. It said life is a theater. Choose your audience carefully. Who's sitting in the front row and who's in the back? Somebody in the back needs to be up front and somebody in the front needs to go all the way behind stage. You can't take everybody with you. And it doesn't mean that you don't love them. Everybody ain't ready to go. You got dream thieves and dream killers. Who are you telling your dreams to? Think about this. When you were young and you wanted to be around somebody and your mother was like, I better not catch you with so-and-so and so. I don't want you over there. She was protecting you because she knew you was her child. Your baby, your dream is your baby. So are you protecting your dream, or are you just letting any and everybody, oh, pray for me, lay hands on me, pray for me? Pray for yourself. Stop letting everybody put their hands on you and pray for you. Everybody that's praying for you ain't praying with you. They praying for you. Maybe something you don't think they praying or you need to hear. People are for real about sabotaging. People is for real about setting stuff back and changing stuff in the atmosphere. You're going to do it. If you're going to do the word, do all the word. Do the word how you're supposed to do the word. Read it for yourself. Stop listening to what pastors say. Either you in or you out. You got to get this. This thing is not about religion. It's about relationship. Believers' instructions before leaving earth. Bible. Believers' instructions before leaving earth. Once you know who you are, you know how to take it. Certain parts y'all just take so super duper literal, you don't even understand who you are. You ain't walking in nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't, you shouting everywhere. Can't even have to wait, pay your bills. Yeah, I know somebody gonna be mad, but it ain't changing lives. Let's keep this thing 100. Either you gonna do it or you not. Oh, I don't go here. I don't wear this. I don't wear that. You do something, okay? And that ain't changing nobody's life. I'm telling y'all living way beneath what's due you. Y'all living way beneath what's owed to you. When you buy a house, baby, you got a title deed that comes to your house. Meaning you are the owner. Your faith is your title deed. Your words are your title deed. What are you speaking? What are you thinking about? I'm serious. Like, for real? I'm tired of people. Oh, I'm a Christian. Okay, so what? You ain't changing nothing. People don't care about that. The enemy don't care about you saying you a Christian. You know how many people in church, but they witches and warlocks? And you jumping up talking about you going to 6 o'clock morning prayer. The witches started after the evening before. And when you getting started, they already set the atmosphere of the day, baby. 6 a.m. So you late because you ain't on it, because you don't know, because you're doing what somebody told you to do, because you don't have no relationship. You got religion. You ain't rocking and rolling this thing like you supposed to, so you ain't walking in nothing. You ain't doing what it takes. There's so many different things that you have access to that you're not utilizing. For real, you're not utilizing it. But I was up here because I literally spoke today at Summers Correctional Facility twice. Yes. And it was amazing. It was truly amazing. Especially to hear the feedback and to see the people who are rehabilitating themselves. It was amazing. It is amazing. And I'm honored to know that God will use me to go in there. And not once, but twice. And when I gave the first time, I gave everything that was in me. I didn't realize I had more to give. But I did. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready. It's always better to, the Bible says, be ye also ready, but it's also always better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to not be prepared and have an opportunity. See, if it's already in you, it's going to flow out of you. I'm telling y'all, I could take this thing all the way. I probably can do this and drive back home, but I think I'm going to go take a nap because of where I am. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more, go to livinglifewithlala.com. Follow me on my social network sites. They're all there. The YouTube, everything is there. And I do speak, yes, and I got something I need to say. So I'm just like so excited. I will say this, I had a wonderful time this weekend in Connecticut. It was short. It was very short, and it was tiring. Whether I drove or whether I flew, it just gets very draining sometimes, especially when you have to speak. It drains you because you give what you have. But I enjoyed you, Connecticut, even though I know I got to go back to the dirty South. But I did. I really enjoyed you. Come on now, Kyle. Woo! Come on. I even realized why I had to go to Charlotte, away from all my family. Because God had to do something with me, and he needed me by myself. Even when it feels uncomfortable. Even when it feels uncomfortable. Yeah? But yes, guys, I spoke at Osborn Correctional Facility twice. Like I said, the first time it was over like 300. Second time it was over 100. Both times it was packed out. I got so much awesome feedback. And I was going in like, I don't know what to say. These are men. I ain't talking females. I spoke to men. Not females, men. I'm not a man. I don't even try to be one. I don't. I really, really, really don't. But it was an awesome opportunity. It was a privilege. It was a blessing. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely share this video. I am elated, excited. I got a drive ahead of me. Jesus. Oh, Lord. I think I am going to take a nap. I was getting ready to jump back on the road, but even my voice is gone. Definitely. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Share the video. Walk in your purpose. Because when you do something on purpose, you do it deliberately. When you're walking in your purpose, you're no longer just existing, but you're living your life. Live life on purpose. Find out what your purpose is. If you don't know what your purpose is, I have a book. It's called Authentically Living Life on Purpose. There are worksheets. That's a 2-in-1 book. It's small, but it's powerful. It's power-filled. And it shows you worksheets to show you how to find out what your purpose is and start working in it. If you don't know that, hey, I coach people. That's what I do. I help people. I'm telling you, get back to purpose. So when you do things like I did today, it just feels so good. Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing it. And I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so very much. I look all refreshed, but I think, you know how you get on the road and you're like, oh, I got this. And then when you get on the road, you're so tired. So that's why I'm like, really like, should I get on the road right now? Or do I need to take a nap? So I think I'm going to take a nap. But yes, I want everybody to live life on purpose, authentically live life on purpose. I want everybody to walk in their purpose. I want to find out what is your vision for your life. Go on my page and just tell me what's your vision. What is your vision or your mission statement for your life? What is it that you came to earth to do that you're doing? What is it that you want to do? And you have a mission or a vision statement for it. Do we have that? Are we employing our angels? Are our angels working for us? Or are we just existing and just letting life live us? What are we doing? And then we feel like life is passing us by, or I don't get breaks. No, baby. You got to take it by force. You got to make stuff happen. You got to take it. You got to make it happen for you. Ain't nobody giving no free stuff out no more. The stuff they giving out free and you don't even want anyway. So stop it. You don't want it. It's free. Everybody getting it. Everybody getting it. So you don't want that. I want y'all guys to walk in purpose. But I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much. Share the video. LivingLifeWithLala.com. Follow me on all my social networks. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And I guess when I go to drive home, I'll probably get back on and talk some more about my experience, because for me, it was life-changing. It's different behind them walls than we 100% think it is, because we're told so many different things. It's different behind those prison walls. And I was there with men, with brothers. Oh, yeah, the brothers was looking good too, y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Adios. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Everybody just calling me.